Hey everyone, my name is Faith and welcome to my YouTube channel. I can't believe I'm finally getting the chance to say this because as you see me here, behind all of this has been years of second guessing myself, years of making excuses and contemplating whether I should really do this. But I'm finally happy to be doing this and stepping out of my comfort zone. So I'm super excited for this channel and what's going to come out of it. So yeah, like I said, I've just joined the YouTube community. I'm super excited about that. And this platform, guys, I'm really, really excited about it because I just started my own business, Ganvas Beauty, and it is a hair and beauty business. And essentially, we focus on empowering women and teaching them how to be confident from the inside out because we can give you good hair, you can wear beautiful makeup, but if you don't feel good on the inside, then what good is that? So that is a little summary about my business and what I do. But behind all of that, guys, has been stress, long nights, long days, mistake after mistake after mistake. And the only thing I kept saying to myself is, I wish I had somebody that would have told me this, or I wish I had somebody that I could talk to. I wish I had somebody who would have walked me through this. And so that's really the reason why I'm starting this channel is I want to kind of walk you guys through my journey and share my tips, share my resources as I'm growing in hopes to help somebody else. And like I said, this journey is so lonely. For anybody who started a business, you can definitely relate because it's lonely. So in this journey, I'm going to try my best to be as vulnerable, as transparent as possible, because I really think that in doing so, I'll be able to help more people. So yeah, I'm super excited for this. And like I said before that, there was a lot of contemplation, a lot of excuses. And I think this is something that happens to not just myself, but many people across the board. And with that being said, I've decided to make my first video on how to stop overthinking and just start. Because this is something that I had to do for myself. Even all up until this morning, guys, I was still like, ugh, should I do this? Do I really want to do it? YouTube is so oversaturated, but I'm so happy that I talked myself into doing this, and I'm hoping that this video will speak to somebody else who's in the same position that I was in this morning. I hope this will encourage somebody to do something that they've been wanting to do, whether that's working out, starting a new venture, starting your own business, whatever it is that you've been wanting to try out but have just been excusing yourself out of it. I hope this encourages you to just start. So with that being said, I have 3 tips to help you overcome overthinking and start whatever it is you want to start. So the first tip is just that: stop overthinking and just start. I feel like the reason why many people don't start things is because they overthink. They're in their heads, stressing, doubting, questioning themselves, and waiting for things to be perfect. And the truth of the matter is, things will never be perfect. So if you're waiting for things to be perfect or for the right time, you're going to be waiting for a long time. Like I said, this morning, I was debating if I should even be doing this. And if it wasn't for me talking to myself, I probably would not have done this video, which is what happens to a lot of people. They make excuses, they talk themselves out of it, and eventually it just never happens. And so I hope that doesn't happen to you. So yeah, I'm talking to you on the other side. Like, get up and get to it. Whatever it is you want to do, it's time. It is time. If you're looking for confirmation, this is it. Stop overthinking and just start. And in saying that too, here's a bonus tip. So what really helps is if you're struggling with starting something, get an accountability partner or an accountability group. I belong to a number of accountability groups, and the benefits that I've seen from that is it's a group of like-minded people who you share your goals with, and they're going to hold you accountable to the goals that you've set for yourself. And for me, that's worked out really, really well because you know what? After 2-3 weeks of saying, hey, I'm going to do this, and you don't do it, you start to feel some sort of shame. And guess what? You're going to feel convicted. You're going to get up and do it. So I'm really grateful for my multiple accountability groups. So shout out to all those ladies in the groups that have just been encouraging me over the past year. Shout out to y'all because you guys contributed to this step that I've taken here. Tip number 2, stop comparing yourself to other people. Comparison is the thief of all joy. The moment you start comparing yourself to other people, you start to feel inferior, less than, and demotivated. And I find that a lot of times we look up to people that we admire and we compare ourselves to them. But the thing is, these people are usually more established than you are. So you should be looking to them for motivation rather than getting discouraged by them. And I guess it's really a lot easier said than done because this is really, really difficult. So one of the tips that I've done and how I've kind of worked through that is, if I'm doubting myself like I was today, I will go and try to look at where that person started. So for example, today I spent quite a bit of time on YouTube going back to some of my favorite YouTubers' very first videos or their very first few videos to see where they started. And I watched their most recent videos to see where they are now. And that ended up really inspiring me because I was like, wow, this is how much they've been able to grow. So that's my tip to you, is if you're comparing yourself to other people, just think about, this is your day one and this is maybe their year 3, year 5 of doing this. So you're really not in the same place. So if you want to compare yourself to people who are kind of, starting off with you. So I hope that tip helps because it really helped me. And so we move on to tip number 3. You are your own biggest critic. So this is just a reminder to always treat yourself with grace. Tip number 3, treat yourself with grace. Because as you start your new venture, whether again it's working out, starting a business, starting a YouTube channel, you're going to make mistakes. Things are going to mess up. Things won't always go your way. And when that happens, treat yourself with grace. Learn from your mistakes, use those errors to better you and grow from that. Don't let a mistake prevent you from giving this a shot. Just always remember that a mistake does not mean failure. Giving up is what equates to failure. So don't be afraid of making mistakes, be afraid of giving up. So yeah, those are just my 3 main tips. Tip number 1 is stop overthinking and get started. Tip number 2, stop comparing yourself to other people. And tip number 3 is treat yourself with grace. And I hope that you will use these tips as you start on your own personal journey on whatever that is. I hope you find these useful. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and comment. And if you're feeling the vibes, go ahead and subscribe. I can't wait to see you guys again here next week. Same place, same time, new video. Thank you. Cheers.